Yep, that's gonna be a thumbnail. You want to know what's funny? I've been meaning to how would I do a video like this without oh, I explain a little bit about this and that at the very start, and then get straight back into the gaming stuff or what I'm about to talk about. But it's been a bit of a rough past month, a little bit. Wasn't all bad or anything, but some reflecting a bit. Like something that's just been beating over my head a bit of hey, just do it like this. Just one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. It's funny too because not too long ago I got done with Corey Kenshin's just rewatching Corey's hey, it's been a while video from 2020. Then when I saw him talk about the list of things he could do, I instantly felt that because I've been thinking how should I what's the big video after having a bit of a rough month, a bit of a rough stuff happening. Let's make a big video. Continue Spider-Man 2, keep that promise and make entertaining videos out of it, as I've been practically saying. Do Friday the 13th, because I've been planning on doing entire monthly videos, quote unquote, until the server shut down. I even recorded last week a whole video of me just playing 3 of the most random bad games I found on Steam, and I still got the footage. Look at this ghost. We're finding Sadako from The Ring, bruh. Loser. Huh? You're not even a whole body. Huh? This is definitely an Inori from Guilty Crown. I mean, come on, fam. Dude, we're freaking tip-tapping literally earlier today I was thinking about, oh, I could y'all remember me playing Five Nights at Freddy's? Why not just start over that entire game and play through it all in one video and cut it up a bit, because I'm probably gonna play up to the next day or the next day. Then I remembered, let's just say I wasn't adapting to the game enough that it got frustrating. I remembered how I felt about that during when I tried recording the other episodes for FNAF, and I'm just like, you know what? Just make this its own video and then get back to the games. When it comes to content, I've always viewed YouTube as my own little personal diary a bit. That's why I used to do even as well, just on my older channel, which was Survivor 976. I'm sure a lot of YouTubers can agree with this sentiment that the best content out there are videos that people are actually passionate about, they're interested in, they show it. And I've always been that. I've always been interested in that, and I'm always been if I'm interested in something, I'll do a video on it. I'll even edit it in my style and post it here on YouTube and just have fun with it. I just want to kind of make this as a bit of thing, because I haven't had the best start of the year so far, and I think it all started really going down when I did not know how to format things with Spider-Man 2 when that happened, because I was recording those videos in 4K 60 FPS. I thought I could format with, my Xbox and my PS5, but even they are formatted things differently. So if you format it differently, guess what? Everything's gonna be gone. So since I'm pretty sure for a long while, my footage was gone. It was gone from there. But I think a big part of what made I think Spider-Man 2 a bit of like even prior to like all my footage being deleted because of my pure ignorance. I'm pretty sure it even started back when I was recording Spider-Man 2 constantly. While it was fun because I was so excited playing Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac. I've been waiting all year for that game, and I binged like a good amount of it. I think the rest of that game for like a good 2-3 days straight, just recording it. And looking back, I say even the raw footage wouldn't be that interesting because I'd be recording like I think about like 3, 4, maybe even 5 episodes back to back to back, just playing it, or even after a break, just going back straight into it. I didn't really provide that much commentary or have enough time to like span out the content itself, at least the recordings of it, and manage to like do have enough material to do something else with it other than like just the game. It's supposed to be with me too. Like it's my commentary that's supposed to also elevate. And that's not like counting the amount of episodes after like episode 2 and 3. There were like 20 episodes of Spider-Man 2 that was supposed to happen in total. And the final episode was going to be a bonus, just 100% completing the game. And even that was a bit daunting, not gonna lie. Then I did Walking Dead Destinies, was doing that. I tried recording Fierce to Fathom Ironbark Lookout, and while I did, and it was really good stuff. In that previous community post I did, looking at this, I was gonna do a top 10 best games of 2023 list. I recorded a bunch of footage for that. I even voiced over some stuff, like an actual script that I actually finished. That was a lot. An Alan Wake video essay, because I played the game without recording it, and I loved it, and I wanted to make a video out of it. I probably can still do eventually. Just like I was just doing too much, like more than even someone like me should handle. Let alone like just a regular person that, and things just got a bit overwhelming, like, and it just felt like I can only do so much within a day when really I could just be productive and get so much done and like still feel like, yeah, I got this. And just the more I didn't get done, the more like I just kept getting distracted doing a bunch of other things as well that like I could have easily done later. Because one thing I noticed, like even earlier this week at work, is that you'd be surprised when you get things done. You'd be surprised of how much time does not pass by. Like you get stuff done and you know what you're doing. Like you still have a lot of time left. And I just got into my own head a lot, and things just kind of happened. It got to the point where like I was in a dark place for a good bit. And like it doesn't even help that like later that like once Christmas came around, and I really wanted to love that Christmas, but like it just didn't hit. It wasn't like the family. It's just like I was trying to manage around my sleep. Because I had to go into work later that night. They just kind of happened. Christmas was just kind of rough on me. I'm not gonna lie. Just that entire weekend was just a lot to do. So like, I just kind of lost like that. Like, if there's something that y'all need to know is that if I'm not on a momentum or something and I continuously do not like do it for a while, it almost feels like I literally lost like a skill for a good bit. Like sometimes in a short amount of time, in like a week or two, because I'm just not doing it. Felt like that at times earlier this month, and I felt like I couldn't edits, even because I can record, I can do all this. Like even getting up right in front of the camera to be like to like get in, like let's say like get into this momentum and I'm in right now. It takes a bit. I got stuck into my own head, and for a good bit, I was in a dark place, like almost reminiscent of during the pandemic when I had no idea what to do. I was even like when I thought I was going back and forth, like getting to these moments, like feeling like, am I getting anywhere? Like back when I used to like stream a lot, like on Twitch, on my old computer, it it felt reminiscent of that. I'm not gonna lie. In a short amount of time, I got into my own head. I felt overwhelmed by a lot of things that just kept building for a bit. And then I made that short. I'm not going to delete that as much as I would after I posted the very last community post I did. I'm not going to delete it because the people on it, like, I'm surprised, like, all of it was just positive on some level in other people around me. It was a bit of a false hope a little bit after I talked with somebody. It wasn't entirely. And I wasn't lying when I say like, hey, like I got a new microphone on the way. Let's go. Oh my God, I gotta take this trash out. But what's weird is that the week after though, because this is why I said like there was a bit of a false hope there, and this is like leading to last week. It was a Shura, I think it was like NV7X. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's one of the newer ones. It's supposed to be a dynamic microphone. Then I realized, oh, guess what it comes with? Only an XLR cable. And then I realized my computer doesn't have an output. So during that same week, I'm pretty sure it was that same week where like I was really getting into my own head and I posted that short. I'm actually remembering now. Oh my God. I ordered an XLR cable with a end that's supposed to be a USB. I heard they're not the best, but I'm like, I gotta try something. And even when I finally got it to work, I then realized, oh, it did not want to work for me. Even when I tried mixing it in my Elgato wavelength, it was way too low. And even for like the mixer thing for like from like this brand that like I got this from, it was not compatible to like mix the audio or work with it. So I'm returning it because I'm not wasting $200 on this. I'm not. I'm still getting a new microphone anyway. I just need to make sure like it has everything I need for it. Like the thing that I want. It was demotivating. It really, really was. And it didn't help that like I was really going back into that dark place that very week. It got so bad to where like it was actually like it was flowing into my work. And that last day for that week, that I'm not like that sucked. I'm laughing now because like I'm just getting it all out, but it I realized like I gotta be doing this one thing at a time. Like there's a reason why like I'm not making this as like one part of like the intro, trying to condense all this for like an intro of a video like I usually do because of something that comes up or something, because I always got an excuse for something. But this isn't an excuse. I just it is I will say it is always been my fault with how much stuff I got going on. That's why I'm making it just this, let's just talk for a bit and just kind of get it out. Because honestly, I think it's just better to just kind of like make this its own video and hey, we're gonna get back to them games. Like, starting the video was a bit hard because, like, I'm trying to condense all that so, like, we can go straight to those games. And just, there just felt something wrong with that. Because imagine, like, jumping into a video with that and not knowing how long that actually is, and then go straight to the games for a good while. It would feel weird. I did an entire short where, like, hey, like, I got the new Sour Boys up in here. Got the Mutahar edition. I did an entire short with all of that. With this stuff happening. You are my special. The Some Ordinary Berry. The friggin' Mutahar edition. Damn. It wasn't always like this doom and gloom. Like, I did have fun with things. Like, just recently, I just got into Hell of a Boss. That series, it's not just a built different kind of series. Like, it is really well written. Like, I'm in the middle of season 2 right now. It is getting good. I just got back into anime with Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm just starting My Hero Academia. I'm on season 2 right now with that. I finally got started with Spider-Man, the animated series. That is the perfect first episode. I got peak gaming in the palm of my hands. Oh, speaking of FNAF though, this literally just came in today. We got FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, and Sister's Location, and I bought this for 14 bucks. And then there's like, dude, I gotta try out Power World because it's literally like Pokemon with guns. It's been good for a bit. It's just I've had a hard time just coming to like sit down. What is the best video to come back with? And it's just, hey, let's just talk for a bit, you know? It's just something else when like you've clearly promised so much and I just always felt this need to just explain things. But it's also weird because given how I am, it is so hard. It is so hard trying to explain myself while also feeling a little bit pressured without looking like I am the biggest liar in the room. There's just something about so many eyes or so, like just people looking at me, just give me that weird ass look like what the hell do you mean by that? Like, even just one per person. Like, I was literally doing this with a coworker at one point. I'm like I actually mean it by it's always been like that. I've always been like that. But I need to stop with all that, you know? Like unless it's something major, I shouldn't make an entire video about something like this. I shouldn't. It's always good to just be transparent about things, but not like constantly about everything. Just make content, make all that good stuff. But at the same time, make a video that you're clearly passionate about. And honestly, I'm passionate about just getting all this out, letting everybody know, and you know, and preserving a moment like this. Just hopefully this will be the last time I'll do a video like this or even mention anything like this, at least for a good long while. Like, I'll definitely mention some like usual probably in like a video or two at some point, but I just, I'm not gonna lie, it's been tiring trying to get my momentum back up and trying to balance all this stuff and feeling overwhelmed from doing one thing or to another. Because even right now, like, I'm just trying to do just one video at a time, edit that, record another one, and edit that, and hopefully try to manage something, or just record and edit and then go ahead and upload, and all well's good. Like, it just doesn't feel like I'm doing enough, and that's also added to that pressure a bit. But I realized, like, dude, I'm just a really small channel. Like, I can do whatever I can, and whatever is gonna work for me or what I'm passionate about. What happens next? Like, it just doesn't need to be more than that. It just doesn't. But yeah, like, it just kind of goes back to that James McCaffrey video I made, like, right before, like, I think, was it yeah, I think it was before Christmas when I uploaded that. I didn't want to waste any time, and that pressure just added up. And a bunch of other things. I got into my own head, overthought things, and just a combination of different things just quickly just turned me down into this dark place. Again, like just almost reminiscent when I like during the pandemic, and it like in a like in such quick fashion. Like you'd be surprised how easy it is to like fall into something completely different in such a short amount of time. Just life is just strange. Like things can just happen. Like that just says a lot, you know? But hey, it's okay. It shouldn't matter how long it takes. As long as like I make something that someone can enjoy. There shouldn't be any rush, shouldn't be like this overwhelming thing. Like I guess it's because like of how much I do want to make YouTube a thing, pretty much. But it's a gamble. You never know how it's really gonna go. But as long as like you're making content that you're passionate about, and people will see through that, they will see that. There's nothing really to worry about. And I need to stop getting to my own head and getting to these moments because this has always been a thing, and it can pop back up wherever, whenever. Really do not know how to end this. But at the end of the day, man, I can only do so much. But I also want to kind of take this to heart because there's a reason why I'm making a video out of this. Like it's not just for me. Like it can also be applied to y'all. And if y'all can get overwhelmed for something, feel like something is lost, or feel like you can't really do anything, just feel kind of hopeless sometimes. Because I'm not gonna lie, I felt that like that too. All kinds of feelings. Just know that like, just know that like, you gotta some just sometimes you just gotta look back. Just just think back. Maybe start some small. Sometimes you just gotta look back and be like, hey, like, I can only do so and so much. Do what you can do and do what you want to do. I mean, I said this in the James McCaffrey video. If y'all made it this far into the video, thank you all for watching, listen to me ramble. But seriously, if you got anything similar to that where like you're stuck somewhere, just know there's always a bright light at the end of that tunnel. No matter like how varied that kind of stuff is. You gotta find and do something to get things back. No matter like how it, because sometimes it will feel like you're kind of helpless a little bit sometimes to do something, but all you gotta do is find something or some way to feel like, hey, I can do this, I can manage this. You'll figure it out. Because when you don't do anything, like nothing changes. You gotta do something about it, man. By the time I upload this, I'll be ready for a new video coming tomorrow. Let's just say it's a game I never truly completed. You gotta start somewhere. Seriously, thank you all for watching, and when I'm uploading this, I'll see y'all tomorrow.